Namaste, blessings and greetings, my angels. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to all of you who woke up this morning on this beautiful Friday. May you receive the blessings that God has in force for you. And if you're a cross watcher, you just happen to be passing by, or maybe you've been suggested by YouTube or by someone else, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, share, like, and comment. Be part of the community. During our birthday season at the end of the month, I do try to do daily content. And if you give me your birthday and which month you are a Sag, I'll be more than glad to try and shout you out. Of course, I always try to give my particular subscribers and followers a free card pull, just a few cards towards their energy, and that's my way of thanking them for commenting on the videos. So the more you comment, the more that you will be included in that subscriber card pull. I will be doing one today or for this weekend. So you subscribers, both old and new, who have messaged me or commented on a video or gave me your birthday in the past week or so, you can look forward to a card being pulled for you. Okay, I try to do that at least twice a month, and during our birthday season, I try to do it at least once a week. My cards are always blessed and prayed for. Sometimes if I get the energetic urge to shuffle during the video as well, they're timestamped. Bypass the timestamp so you can get straight to the reading. This particular reading is part of the general readings for the November energies, at least the first half of November. I've already posted your general love, your general overall energy. I've given you your affirmations. Now this is going to be a reading for the first half of November for my Sagittarius singles. My goal is to have, by this weekend, I will also have posted your ancestral reading and your career and finances, a reading on couples, and then a reading on just your overall protection and vibe and things that the universe might want to add in addition that you should be aware of. And then for those of you who are more spiritually in tune with everything that's going on in the world, especially in the U.S., we're going to have like a good prayer session, a good spiritual reading with verses and Psalms and Proverbs, just to cleanse our spirit with some meditation, some affirmation spoken through it. So if you're really spiritually grounded and you just want that purge and you want a moment just to be one with the universe and to cleanse and bring goodness into your heart, join me with that spiritual version of readings. Because again, some of us are more into that than we are the tarot and the oracle. So I do like to at least post those videos, and those who are drawn to that energy, may they receive it. So if you've got a lot going on and you just want to let it go, this will be a great video for you to do that. Also, for those of you who don't get the time to meditate and just be in silence and hear your inner voice, this is an opportunity for you to do that. As always, I suggest you can go to my playlist or create your own playlist so you can go back to these videos. I will and have purged many videos in the past, and I will continue to do that as long as I have a channel, because even though some of this stuff is timeless, others, the stuff is dated. And so I will purge, and trust me, if you can see, I've been on here many years. There's no way I can keep all these years of content on the channel. So to make it easier for you to navigate, I will purge some videos now and again. So that's why it's important. Get yourself a nice spiritual journal, an inexpensive notebook from your dollar store to keep notes of the pertinent things that you find that resonate with you in readings, or things that you want to look forward to, plus your own notes from your dreams and just your daily walk of life. Okay, let's start out with the tarot. Heavenly Father, thank you for the space in which you've blessed me with. Thank you and love to those who come to the channel, those who need to receive these messages. You know my mantra. I truly believe what is to be shown will be known, and what you don't want us to see will be left out accordingly. Okay, now as we start officially at 4:20, what are the messages for the Sagittarius singles for this first half of November as we get closer and closer to our birthday season? Well, right off the bat, we get the Three of Swords. Okay, singles, not a good way to start, but let's see. There could be some light at the end of the tunnel here. Overall energy, some of you could be focusing on work, or this could be a sign that you need to work on the relationships that you want to manifest, or work on the relationships that you might want to restore. But for a lot of you, talking about a rainbow, look what's in the background. A rainbow. For many of you, you're working because you're looking towards that happiness. You're doing the thing that makes you happy. And for some of you, it might be that you've put love to the side. You're working on your crafts. You're working on, your employment, your career, your next big thing that you're trying to discover or to promote. And you're just looking for the things that make you complete. And that's beautiful because, as I always say, love starts with within. We can't expect to find and get from partners the things that we should be getting and bringing forth out of ourselves from within. So kudos to those of you who are taking the time just to love you and appreciate you, because as you appreciate you, you then build sort of like the manuscript that you can show and hand to others. This is the way I like to be loved. This is the way you treat me. These are the boundaries that I have in place. I know what I want and desire in a partner, and I also know what I will not tolerate. Well, with the Three of Swords, some of you are single because you were double-crossed, you were tricked, you were bamboozled when it came to love. Could have been someone close to you or someone that you didn't know, but someone came and played interference in your relationship. Whether it was allowed by you or your partner is going to vary according to every Sag. But definitely there was a trifecta going on in many of your situations, thus why you're single, and you're afraid of that moving forward, and you're contemplating. A lot of you just sitting contemplating, like, how did that happen? Because in some cases you might not have been tapped in and you didn't see it coming, and in other cases you saw it coming but maybe you took no action, or you didn't want to believe what your eyes saw. So you're slowly trying to put behind you and figure out what went wrong, so it doesn't happen to you again in the future, or at least you're more ready to see the signs. So with the Three Swords left above you, the three thoughts, I do feel that it might be 3 weeks or 3 months before some of you really work through understanding what happened, why, deception played a part in your love life, how to grow from it, and how to heal. The fighting with your partner, your ex-partner, or the going back and forth with his new person, etc. You're tired of doing that, and you're going to really step away from that situation completely as you continue to grow and heal. Why? Because you have things to do. There are more important things than fighting over and just playing over and over again in your head the things that hurt you from a recent failed relationship. Things happen, shit happens, as they say, right? And whether you contributed to your partner stepping out, or they just stepped out on their own, or they were pulled in by someone, it takes two to tango, right? So we all have to take ownership into whatever we contributed to the demise of our relationship. But ultimately, Sagi, you've got bigger things to take care of. You have bigger dreams and goals, and anyone that doesn't want to align themselves with you, or if they feel there's someone else out there for them other than you, so be it. Because we know ultimately the grass is never greener on the other side, and you'll hear from this person again in time. So let's clarify that broken heart, the third party interference. Let's see, what do we get? This person could have left you because of money. The other person could have been trying to lure them in, buying them gifts, offering them things and stuff like that. Hey, if your person wants to leave you because someone else wants to be their sugar mama or sugar daddy and buy their way into their heart, then that kind of tells you what type of person they were to begin with. So even if this person didn't break you up, anyone who, again, pampered to their needs and chose money and material things to get their affection would have gotten them. Even if it wasn't this person, it would have been someone else. So maybe this person really wasn't for you. Maybe the relationship really wasn't built on a strong foundation, and you didn't really see just how materialistic and how treacherous your person was until you came out of the relationship and you stood back and saw it for what it was. Clarifying the Four of Swords, a lot of you, as you contemplate and you go through and work through what went wrong in your relationship, you know that this is a beginning. This is a beginning stage for you to heal and to grow. And yes, even though this breakup was hurtful, or what was done to you was wrong, you know the universe is still giving you an opportunity to move out of this relationship. Maybe prepare yourself for the next, or just maybe give you the space and time that you need for you to love you and to grow and to enjoy life freely, doing the things that you enjoy. Let's clarify moving away, or stop fighting with the ex and whoever that they're with. The reason why you're going to stop fighting is because when you realize that your ex was more into the money, the partying, whatever that person could do for them, you're going to realize that, again, this person really wasn't for you. As you can see here with the Ace of Pentacles, this person wants someone who's willing to give them money, willing to give them material things, willing to share your wealth with them. And I feel for Sagittarius especially, we're giving, we're loving, but we also need and desire our partners to build with us, to contribute, to work with us. It shouldn't be that we're doing all the giving and they're doing the taking. So you want someone coming in, and hopefully someone will come in with the angelic number 1111 coming in at this time, that in your next relationship, hopefully, even if it's not immediate, it's down the line, they will bring something to the table. And I feel like that's what this Ace of Pentacles represents. Someone who's saying, here, I want to help you here. I can work with you here. I bring something to the table. It's not just about using Sagi for what they have and what they do. Let me clarify the Emperor. Yes, you have it all. And even though, some of you might not have, and rightfully so, you didn't give your all to that partner, because some of you knew in the back of your head that this person probably was just using you to get to another level or to get to someone else. So yeah, you hung in there with them, but you kept a lot to yourself. And that's always the best thing to do. You never know, never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing type of thing. You keep things secretive. You keep most of your finances and your personal information to yourself. Don't give too much to your partner until you are really consummated in this relationship. Because again, if you put everything out on the line right at the start, your opponent, who in this case is your ex, will know how to work against you and how to charm you until they move on to the next person. So I love the fact that many of you are in your Queen of Pentacles, your Empress state, that yes, your heart might be broken, but they haven't broken your spirit. You're still strong, you're still vital, you're still financially lucrative. When it comes to your professionalism, a lot of you still have great jobs and careers or businesses that you're actually owning and managing. So you are doing far better than they ever will be, because at least you're doing it by yourself. Your ex, on the other hand, needs to rely on the help and the come up from others. In the middle of the deck, partnership is potential for some of you. Some of you could be thinking about partnership, but this could be partnership coming to you with the Ace of Swords. You're considering it. You don't feel just because this relationship failed that you're at a loss at love. You do feel that you can win at love. That just wasn't your person, and you just move on and you learn from it. What did I say? You move from it. And that's what many of you are doing. You're moving away from that relationship, that type of person. For many of you at this time, it might give you insight as to, maybe I need to change up the type of guy or gal that I speak to. Or maybe I need to look in a different arena. Or maybe I'm not looking at the right things and I'm judging the wrong things when I get hooked up with someone, or when I start to, connect with someone. I need to look at the red flags more often. Maybe I need to change up the type of person. Because sometimes we're so fixated, right, on one particular type of love, one particular look. Let's just let love happen and let the universe guide us to what can work for us. The other messages we get is we get the Chariot again. So many of you, even though, again, heartbreak might have set in, you are moving away from the hurt and pain. You're moving forward. You're not going to let this heartbreak this interruption, in your love life stop you from what you have going on professionally and personally. With the Eight of Cups, yeah, a lot of walking away. This could be the confirmation that some of you have asked the universe, should you stay? Should you try to make it work? And the universe is saying, no, you walk away. You can do better without this person. So you let go and you leave behind. And for some of you, it could be just physically moving away out of the apartment, out of the home that you share, out of the business that you both manage, or it could be you physically moving further away altogether. You want a new start. You want to be in a different state, a different country, a different culture. You do get the Strength card. And like I said, you are strong. You have the power to go forth. You're not a weakling. And just because you're brokenhearted, it doesn't mean your life is over. Just in the contrast, this is a beginning for you. The universe has opened up your eyes and has now left an opportunity for you to be free to live your life and live your purpose in truth. And if seeking another partner at this time or dating isn't part of that plan, then so be it. You will be fruitful, though, in the things that you're manifesting as far as your careers and your desires. At the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of hope, a lot of happiness on the horizon for many of you. Prosperity with inspiration, wishes, wish fulfillment coming true. So I really like this energy for you. Let's get one more card from this deck. Just be careful of temptation, because as your life continues to blossom and get better, that energy of those exes who realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side, and time will try to come back. They always try to come back when they see how well your life takes off. It's almost like they held you back. They were like that bad juju, that bad karma in your life, right? They was what was blocking you from your blessings. But as soon as they leave you or you walk away fully from them, the universe rewards you and your life continues even better than you could imagine. And sometimes, singles, the reason why that happens is because the universe doesn't want people who aren't worthy and who didn't do the hard work with you to benefit from what you have coming. So God will remove those people that are not worthy, because why should they benefit in your blessings? So you have to understand that these breakups happen mostly in a time in your life when you're getting ready to sail and soar. And this person has no right and shouldn't be able to enjoy in the goodness and the rewards that is coming your way. They can look from afar and they can try to tempt their way back in, but no way are they allowed to be front and center. We get trolling. Be careful. They will troll you. Again, like I said, they will try to reach out to you, have others reach out to you when they realize the mistake that they've made. They might call you petty for not speaking to them or ignoring them, but who cares? They might think that you have a superiority complex, or you might think like, who the heck you think you are, Sagi, because you have it going on. Like, who do you think you are that you don't need them and you don't want them back in your life? You know who you are. You're Sagi. We pretty much got this. And if we definitely had it before you in our life, we are definitely going to be good without you in our life. At the bottom of the deck, we get shook. Oh, yeah, they're shook, all right. They are shook that they made the wrong decision. They're shook as they see things being posted about you, or they're learning things about your lifestyle and where you live and what you're doing. And for some of them, it's not even that they're hating because you're with someone else. They're hating on how great you're doing. Like, you were doing good and you always did good when you were with them, but they can't believe that you're not sitting on a corner, crying your eyes out over them, not living life. That's what they want. But Sagi, we do that for a minute. But after that, we get back into the race and we become a better version of ourselves, and it just drives them crazy. We get the last card of New Boo. Yeah. So they might be shook, not only because your life is looking great, but dang, look at that new partner you got. How fine, or how charismatic, how artistic they are, how they look like they are really playing the part, that they do match your energy. They're not this come-by-night who's trying to take everything from you like he or she was. So, yeah, they're going to feel shook, all right? And again, the jealousy is going to drive them crazy. Love sucks. It does suck, when people cheat on you and they break your heart. But you stop believing in love, some of you, and I don't want you, and the universe doesn't want you to do that. Let yourself heal so that you can be open to love again. Don't ever let someone break your heart to the point that you don't believe in love. The issue is not you. It's their issue and their problem. They're the ones who need to figure out life. It's not you, Sagi. Be careful when you do get in relationships, because you don't want to be in the one like the one you just had. That was lust, probably not love. So passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked into it just by good sex. And a lot of people who are narcissistic or controlling, and they want to pull so much of Sagi's energy and what Sagi has going on, they will use sex as one of the major, if not the only tool to draw you in, because they know how fiery passion, we know how sexual we are. So they will use that because that's probably all they have to offer. So just watch. Watch for the mixed signals as well. Don't let other people know what you're interested in. Flirt and be approachable, but don't give them too much information. That's what we do. We put our heart and we tell them everything right out from the start. Yes, you need to converse and get to know each other, but you can't show them your full hand. You've always got to hide something behind you so that the element of surprise will protect you. At the bottom of the deck, we get retreating. Some of you singles, even though the door of love is an opportunity that you can walk through, you prefer not to because you're fear. The fear is still holding you, about being hurt or the possibility to be hurt. So rather than to put yourself out there to get hurt again, you just stay inside. You stay and just work on yourself and do things, by yourself, but you don't really date or communicate with people. The universe is saying that's not the way to heal. Okay, and you're not only cheating yourself, you're cheating the world of your energy and the opportunity to be with someone, because you're worthy of love and you deserve love. So yes, take time to retreat and heal, but don't let that overtake you, that you totally shut yourself out. You have to get back out there and get your feet wet again. And some of you feel like you need rescuing. You need rescuing from this love life. You're waiting for love to save you, or vice versa. You think that love is the answer and it's going to solve all your problems, and it's not. You must stop waiting and start looking. You're waiting for that particular one. You're waiting for that one, right? You want to be rescued. You want someone to sweep you off your feet. That's no different than the person who breaks your heart and cheats on you and uses you for their own personal gain. You have to love yourself and give yourself, Sagi, everything that you desire. Anything that a partner gives you or adds to your life is extra, but you have to work off the foundation of self. And you don't need anyone to rescue you. God can rescue you. You can rescue you. It's definitely a yes if you want to know if love is coming back towards your way. For some of you, you will have to work at it. It will be a compromise. For some of you, you might have to relocate if you're dating distance-wise, or a compromise as far as how you want to proceed with this relationship. Others of you, you have to wait right now because you might have a medical issue. So until your health gets better, you don't want to tackle or make promises to commit to someone in a relationship. Others of you, like I said, you're just enjoying and working on your abundance, and you feel that you already have love. You have love of self, love of family, love of community. So finding a romantic partner might not be the priority right now, and that's okay. Others of you who continue to be confused, or you seek guidance, or you're still hurting, continue to ask your angels to help you to get through and to work through whatever it is that you feel that you're still hurting and need healing and help on. With the card, I was disillusioned. This could be both your energies, or primarily Sagittarius. Many of you are disillusioned with how you think love should be and how love actually is. A lot of you do have a second option if you're talking to more than one person, or since this person is no longer in your life, there is someone else that you can start dating or talking to, but some of you might be hesitant to do that. Again, rightfully so, giving yourself time to heal. You might ask your angels, should you move on to this person just because that person is there and wants to be with you? Others of you, again, like I said, you just don't want to deal with love right now because most partners today and most people that you talk to, they don't respect boundaries. They overstep boundaries, and you just don't have the patience for that. So until you can sync up with people who respect your boundaries, who are on the same playing field with you, when it comes to romance, you are going to put that to the side. Someone is unhappy. You know, again, you can't make someone love you, and someone can't make you happy. And if one of you are unhappy, or if you are particularly unhappy in your life, Sagittarius, as a single, don't think by jumping into a relationship that a person has a magic wand and can make you happy. Okay? This could be a future warning that as you go in relationships and as you meet people in the future, again, pay attention to the warning signs, the love language, the communication you have, or the lack of communication that you don't have when either you or your partner are not happy, or you're sharing energy of unhappiness and lack of communication, not really putting a lot of interest or energy into the relationship. These are all signs that these people are either checking out or possibly involved with others. As we come to a close with the card Karmic, do know that the reason why many of you are single is because the relationships that you just severed, or the ones that you just came out of recently, they were basically karmic relationships, right? I apologize for the disturbance. I have guests in the house. They are just basically karmic relationships that energetically you were gravitated to, either for you to learn a lesson or for that person to learn a lesson. It ends badly or it doesn't work out. It's all part of what needed to happen. Let's see what we need to work on, Sagis, on some areas in your life that could be causing problems in your love life, or things that you should try to work on to avoid so it doesn't become an issue when you do decide to start dating. Some of you are very destructive in your own relationships, or you allow your partner, you give them too much room to do things to make the relationship toxic, and you don't check it early enough. Falling into relationships and going into relationships out of desperation just because your girlfriend or your male friends are booed up and suited up with everyone else, and you feel like you don't want to be left out. So you just jump in and take anything or anyone. Stop dating and falling in love out of desperation. Secretive. Beware of partners who are secretive. We don't need them to tell us everything from grade school, but we do need them to be honest with us. And any partner that is too secretive could be hiding something that really could be major that you need to know. And then finally, internalizing. People who don't communicate. Sagittarius, you like to talk. We like to communicate. And yes, there are some things we keep within, but when you are with people romantically, or you're dating or talking to them and they won't communicate, they won't open up, again, there is certain things you have to keep secrets between yourselves until you really can trust each other. But in getting to know each other, there should be a comfort zone, and you should feel it's a safe space for both of you to open up and talk and truly communicate. Anyone that is not willing to talk and open up, and is really giving you that energy like you can't trust them, they're being deceptive, there's something that they're hiding, that is a red flag. The final thing you should work on and look for, singles, your rage or their rage. Anyone who's very angry, anyone that you get into a relationship that still has a lot of rage from their past relationship, or if they're just a person who gets angry a lot and they act out a lot in a very toxic way, that is not the one for you, Sagittarius. If you see these signs, or you or they or both of you possess this energy and it's shown to both of you, that is definitely something that you should take off the table as far as this person being someone that you want to be with. Okay? Because anger can lead into other problems. Anger will always be in this person's psyche until they work on themselves or yourselves if you tend to have rage. Because this person will blow up everything. Everything will turn into a problem. Doesn't matter how healthy the relationship might seem. They will probably self-sabotage it and hurt you mentally and sometimes even physically, in that case. They want me to pull one more card, regret. Stop having regret for the choices that you've made in the past when it comes to love. We all make mistakes, and guess what? You probably will make more. Don't let that regret be the reason that you stay single forever or that you delay going towards that door and walking through to see what's on the other side as far as love. Own up to your regrets. Be accountable for the decisions that you make. But if you move forward in the future, being more mindful, watching the flags, like I said, paying attention to what your partners do and don't do, what they say and don't say, okay? And just being wise from your past relationships and learning from those lessons, then there's no reason to regret, because those situations, those relationships are helping you to grow and helping you get closer and closer to your person, so that you will be whole and you have already gone through the fire, and all that's left is the peace and joy and understanding of a true partner who, again, is on your level romantically, spiritually, emotionally. There won't be, all this drama and trauma. Will it be perfect? No, because no love is. But it won't be all these other things that you need to avoid and watch out for. I hope this singles reading, at least for this first half November, resonates with you and gives you food of thought. Namaste.